The second type of gas stoichiometry problems that we will be doing involve converting volume to mass. That's a mass, not a mess. It looks like a mess. It's mass. Type problems. And they really involve 3 steps, and depending on if you're starting with mass and going to volume or volume and going to mass, you may do these in a slightly different order. But for volume to mass, the first step is that we are going to use the coefficients to find your volume ratio. And therefore the volume of the other gas that you're trying to find. And then we use ideal gas law to find the number of moles. And then the third step is that we use molar volume because we are now on the road map. So we use the number of moles and molar mass to find the number of grams. And let's just go ahead and just work through an example problem. Add a slide. Oop, let me add a slide here. Okay, and import the picture. Let's move him up. Okay, and so what we have here is we have ammonia being synthesized from hydrogen and nitrogen, and we have a 5 liters of nitrogen reacting completely with hydrogen at a pressure of 3 atmospheres and a temperature of 298 Kelvin. We want to know how much ammonia in grams is going to be produced. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to take the number of liters of nitrogen. So we have 5 liters of N2, and we need to figure out how many liters of ammonia we're going to make. So we're going to use our coefficients here, which is 0 or 1 and 2. So we have 1 liter of nitrogen on the bottom and 2 liters of ammonia on the top. And that's going to tell us that we're going to make 10 liters of ammonia for this particular reaction. And this should have 3 sig figs. And then the next step tells us that we need to use the ideal gas law, so we're going to use PV equals nRT to find our number of moles, and our pressure is oops, let me put this back, let me move him here, is 3.00 atmospheres, and our volume is now 10.00 liter, or 10.0 liters. Let me erase that other 0. And the number of moles, we don't know what that is. And our temperature is 298 Kelvin. Okay, so let's go ahead and use the value of R for atmospheres, which is 0.0821, and that is liter atmosphere per mole Kelvin. And so let's plug this all in. So we have 3.00 atmospheres times 10.00 or 10.0 liters And that's going to equal the number of moles times 0.0821. And I'm running out of room, but I want you guys to also write down your units. We have 298. And so we find that the number of moles that we are going to produce is 1.23 moles of ammonia. But that's not what we're trying to find. We need to find how many grams are going to be produced. So now what we need to do is we need to find our molar mass of ammonia. And our molar mass is 17.04 grams per mole because my nitrogen is 14.01 and hydrogen is 1.01, and when I find my molar mass I get 17.04. And now I can convert moles to grams, so I have 1.23 moles of NH3, and I have 17.04 grams in 1 mole of NH3, and I find that I'm going to produce 21.0 grams of NH3.